Hi, I'm Patrick Roundtree with Prestige Gun Dogs. This is Duchess, one of our 9-week-old Brittany puppies we have here in training in our puppy preschool program. We're going to demonstrate today how we go about introducing the leash to puppies and leash training puppies. But first of all, I want to talk about the different types of leashes. The first type of leash is a basic snap lead. So this is just a leash of whatever size with a snap on the end. They can snap to a basic buckle collar. It can snap to the ring on the back of a buckle collar. And this is a really good leash if you need control around the house or somewhere where you don't want the leash to slip off easily. We use these a lot to just slip on with the puppies around the house or the yard, and they can just wear it, run around with it, and we can quickly grab the leash, grab control of the dog, and we know the leash is not going to slip off. The next type of leash we like to use in our training is a slip lead. And this is just a lead. It's just one solid piece with a little ring on the very end. And you feed the leash through the ring to make a loop, and the loop makes kind of a P shape, like the letter P. And what you do is, if you want your dog to heel on the left side, which most of our dogs do, you want to let the loop of the P hang facing down with the excess of the lead coming towards you with the dog on your left side. And you just feed the loop around their neck and have that excess coming off out of the loop towards you. So what this looks like when it's fully through is that right there. So this slips really easily in and out. If you have it the opposite way, if you have it upside down, it won't slip easily, and it'll get tighter and tighter and can kind of choke the dog and without slipping. This slips in and out very easily. And what this allows us to do is it allows us to put the leash right up behind the dog's ears, and always make sure it's right up behind their ears. And it allows you to just give simple little corrections. So you can just gently kind of tap them to give them a correction or to tell them what you want to do. And just always make sure it's right behind their ears so they actually can get that correction. If it slips down on the thicker part of their neck, it's harder to give that correction. So when we first introduce a puppy to a leash, I never just stick the leash on the puppy. This puppy has been introduced to the leash and has had some early leash walking. But when I first introduce a leash to a puppy, I want them to be very comfortable with it. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to kind of get on the ground and play with them a little bit, get them real comfortable with the situation, make sure they're comfortable with the environment. Don't do this in a new environment. Make sure they're real comfortable with what's going on, and then just gently slip it over their neck. Some dogs won't even respond. It's just fine. But if you see that they're getting nervous and trying to back out or run away, don't chase them and try to force it on them. Just work with them. Get some treats, get some toys, get them really comfortable, and slowly try to make them accept the leash. You want them to almost put the leash on themselves. But for sure, you want them to just sit there and comfortably accept that leash. Once you get the leash on them, again, just put the leash right up behind their ears. You just want to start walking. And again, you don't want this to be a high pressure situation. This is you're just going to kind of walk around, and you're going to make noise. A good thing to have in your pocket is a really good squeaker, or anything that really gets them excited. Treats are good. Whatever you can to kind of get them moving. And you're going to kind of try to get them moving. Now she gets a little nervous, and a lot of dogs will, especially the first time they feel the pressure of the leash. Don't drag them. You don't want to drag them forward. But what you want to do is you want to just put a little pressure and then just call them. Good girl. Good girl. And then praise that. Good girl. You always want to give them a lot of praise and tell them that that's what you wanted. So, again, you just put a little bit of pressure on them to tell them to move forward. You don't want to drag them at all. You don't want to pull. You just want to put a little bit of pressure on them and keep them from going backwards. That's all you're trying to do, is keep them from going backwards, and then try to encourage them forward with a lot of praise and excitement. And you can say, puppy, 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 high-pitched voice, excited, really praise them, really get them going. And then just kind of walk them around. Come on, puppy, come on, puppy, there you go, good girl. And when she comes, now we're just going to keep going. And now she's excited, come on. Now she doesn't want to follow me, so I didn't pull on her, I just held the leash firm and didn't let her go backwards. Come on, come on, come on. Good girl. Yay, good girl. Good girl. Yay, good girl. All right, come on. So again, I'm just holding the leash between two fingers. It's not pulling hard on the leash. Come on, come on, come on. And you're just going to keep them from going backwards. Come on. Here. Good girl. The second they give, if you're holding the leash properly, the second they give, you'll give right back, and that lets them know that what they did was exactly the right thing. You don't want to continue to pull. You just, a little bit of pressure. The second they give, no more pressure. And that release of pressure tells them that that's the right thing. So, but certainly never drag them around. Just a little bit of pressure and then give. A little bit of pressure and then give. And pretty quickly they'll learn exactly what you want, and they'll follow you anywhere you want to go. And so just practice this several times a day, just walking around the backyard or the house, and just make sure they're real comfortable with the leash around their neck, with that little bit of pressure, and that they know to follow you when they have the leash on. Thank you for joining us. I hope you found this information helpful and it works with your puppy.